Here we are in section 4.2 exercises part C. It says fill out the table for each of the following. Oh, we're given equations of lines and they give us certain values for x and certain values for y that we'll need to plug in and find their partner values. Number 7, 2x plus 3y equals 9. The first one is that x is 5. So we're going to take 5 and stick that right up there for x. And we get 2 times 5 is 10 plus 3y equals 9. This is an equation now that we can solve for y. Subtract 10 from both sides and we get 3y equals a negative 1. Divide by 3 and we get y equals a negative 1/3. So let's put that in, negative 1/3. The next one, negative 4 going in for x. So let's do this and we're going to stick negative 4 in for x. So we have 2 times negative 4. Let's put it down here. 2 times negative 4 is negative 8 plus 3y equals 9. Okay, this is a negative 8 plus 3y equals 9. And we can solve this. Add 8 to both sides. 3y now equals 17 and divide by 3. Y equals 17/3. Let's put that there, 17/3. Okay, now we're to the third one and we've got this 3, but notice we're sticking it in for y. It goes right there. So let's stick that down here. We have 2x plus 3 times y, but that y is going to be a 3, so 3 times 3 is 9 equals 9. And solve this for x. Subtract 9 from both sides, 2x equals 0, and then divide by 2. X equals 0 divided by 2, which is 0. So we put a 0 right there. The next one, we're going to stick 0 in for y. So let's draw an arrow down here and stick in 0 for y. We get 2x plus 3 times 0. Well, 3 times 0 is 0. So 2x plus 0, that is all gone now. It's just 2x equals the 9. Divide by 2 and we get x equals 9/2. Let's plug that in right there on the table, 9/2. And the last one, 7. 7 goes in for y. Let's bring this one right down here. So we have 2x plus 3 times 7, that's 21, equals 9. Subtract 21 from both sides, and then we get 2x equals negative 12. Divide by 2, and we get x equals a negative 6. So negative 6 right there. Let's check our answer. And here we have 5, negative 1/3, negative 4 and 17/3, 0, 3, 9/2 and 0, and negative 6, 7. Good. Number 8. Here we have y equals negative 5x plus 2. So it's formatted a little bit differently, but we can still do the same thing. Take this x and stick it right there. And we're going to get y equals negative 5 times 2 is negative 10 plus 2. What's negative 10 plus 2? That's negative 8. So let's stick that one in for y. Good. Now the second one, a 0 for x. So if we stick 0 up there for x, we're now going to have y equals negative 5 times 0 is 0 plus 2 is 2. Oh, I like that one. That one was nice. Now we're going to do negative 1. We stick that in for x. So the negative 1, let's write that down here. So we get y equals negative 5 times a negative 1 is a positive 5 plus 2. And that's just 7. That equals 7. Good. Now the next one we're going to stick in 0, but notice 0 is going to stick in for y. So it's going to come up here and go in right there. So let's write that down below. We have 0 equals negative 5x plus 2. Can we solve this for x? Yes, indeed. Subtract 2 from both sides. We get negative 2 equals negative 5x. Now we divide both sides by a negative 5 and we get x equals 2/5. So let's plug that in right there. Good. And finally 4. This goes in for the y value. So it's going to be 4 equals negative 5x plus a 2. Subtract 2 from both sides and we get 2 equals negative 5x. and divide by a negative 5. We get x equals 2 over negative 5, or negative 2/5. Well, that's kind of interesting. 2/5 and negative 2/5. Let's check our answer. And there we have 2, negative 8, 0, 2, negative 1, 7, 2/5, 0, negative 2/5, 4. Excellent. Number 9. Here we're going to stick 1 in for the x, and we get 1 minus 7y equals 9. All right, can we solve that for y? Certainly we can. Subtract 1 from both sides, and we get negative 7y equals 8. Divide by a negative 7, and we get y equals 8 over negative 7, or negative 8/7. We'll put that right in underneath the y. Okay, the next one, we're going to stick 0 in for x. So it's going to be 0 minus 7y equals 9. Yeah, we can solve that for y. Get y by itself by dividing by a negative 7, and we get y equals 9 divided by a negative 7. And that is negative 9/7. Alrighty. Now we're going to stick in the next one, which is a negative 3. So let's draw an arrow down here so you know we're right down here. Negative 3 going in for x. We have negative 3 in for the x minus 7y equals 9. So subtract, nope, we're going to add 3 to both sides to get rid of that negative 3. 9 plus 3 is 12. Divide by a negative 7 and we get y equals 12 divided by a negative 7, or negative 12/7. Okay, that's good for that one. Let's try the next one with a 0 in for the y value. So if we take this and put a 0 in for the y value, let's write this one right down here, we get x minus 7 times 0. Oh, we don't need that at all. It's just x minus 0 equals 9. Oh, that was a quick one. I like those zeros. Stick a 9 there. And the last one with a 5 in for the y. So let's do that one right here. We've got an x minus 7 times 5. So that's x minus a 35 equals 9. Can we get x by itself? Yes. X, add 35 and add 35, and that is a 44. Wow, that's a big number to partner up with a 5. Let's check our answer. And here are the answers. 1, negative 8/7, 0, negative 9/7, negative 3, negative 12/7, 9, 0, and 44, 5. Excellent. And the last one, number 10. We have y equals 3/7 x. So let's start with sticking 2 in where the y goes. So we get 2 equals 3/7 x. Can we solve for x? Yes. We divide by 3/7, which is the same as timesing by 7/3. If we times by 7/3, then those guys are canceling, and we times by 7/3, we get x equals 14/3. All right, let's write that in there, 14/3. The next number we'll stick in is 5. Let's stick in 5 for the y. Let's put that over here. We get 5 equals 3/7 x. We divide by 3/7. That's the same as timesing by 7/3. Times by 7/3. And those cancel, and we get x equals, that's a 5 over a 1, so that's 35/3. Which, if you did in a decimal, 35/3 would be just under 12. All right, the next one, we're going to stick in 2 for the x. So that's going to go in right there. That would be y equals 3/7 times 2. Y equals 3/7 times 2, that's 6/7, because that's a 2 over a 1. So that gives us 6/7 right there. Let's try the next one. Let's stick in 0 for x, and let's put it right down here. So we get y equals 3/7 times 0. Oh, we could have done that one in our head. 3/7 times 0 is 0, so y just equals 0. Yeah. And then the last one, negative 1 in for y. So we'll take this and let's put it right down here. Y, negative 1, equals 3/7 x. And now, getting x by itself, we have to times by 7/3. So they cancel completely. Times by 7/3, and we get -7/3. -7/3. All right, let's check that answer. And there we have number 10, 14/3, 35/3, 2, 0, -7/3, 0, 6/7. Yep, we got them all. Great.